Good morning.
Oh, wow, there we
Morning.
Oh my word, how exciting. Come on in, Alison. Good
I'm
morning.
sorry, I am in there.
are. That works pretty well.
Yes, lovely. Welcome to What Have I Just Read with Michael, with Malcolm and with the star this week, Alison.
Hello.
And the jingle. So very, very good colours. So we've got black and white,
Yeah.
contrast, and then red, which is a very kind of strong primary
You should
colour
be
as
in
well.
the middle, Mike, shouldn't you,
Right.
really? White, red, black.
Yeah, and that's, I quite like being over the side. It kind of
Yeah.
works quite neatly. This
Yes.
white and black, yin and yang, next to each other. So what did we read? We read lots of great stuff.
By the way, it's John Bunyan Day, and have you read Pilgrim's Progress?
Yes.
Bits of it.
Yes, I haven't read the actual
So it's-
one. I think I've read a children's version.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really nice.
And it's very well worth reading.
Because it had pictures.
Right.
Yeah, some versions do, some
Yeah.
editions do.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's one of those things that you've kind of read other people's versions of it. and I've actually-
And if it doesn't have pictures on the page, it has pictures in your head.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And I've got, yeah, I think we've even got a version of it at home. It's one of those books you have at home and always mean to read.
Have you read it?
Yes.
You're just asking
I
us.
can say that with great virtue. Yes, I have read it.
Bing.
2 Samuel 5.
Yes.
Yes.
So it took them 6 years.
Do you know, I noticed that. Yeah, 7 years David was reigning over Judah before they came and got him.
Is that what you mean? Yes. Yes, before they came and
Who was it who was reigning over them before? Oh, was that Ishbashbosh?
Possibly Ishbashwash, but
Right. The one of the brothers of Jonathan, son of Saul.
Yes, I thought they were all killed.
no, they weren't all killed. No.
That's a good question. A lot of them were, but not all of them. A bunch of others with Jonathan.
But the important bit about this one is the capture of Jerusalem.
Yes, I was trying to figure out how that happened. I thought if they just help me, because I thought all the elders had come along and said, okay, you can rule over us. Then the next paragraph, we're having a battle to get Jerusalem. I was going, hang on a minute.
Because the Jerusalem was occupied by the Jebusites. One of the ites that we read, you know, about
The stalactites.
the stalactites and stalagmites.
Do you remember that line?
And, you know, and all the Ammonites and various other. But it was so this is the time when they captured Jerusalem.
And are the Jebusites, are they one of the tribes of Israel? Or they're
No,
the first?
they're not.
Okay.
They're
Separate.
separate people.
Right.
And very interesting, this thing about the lame and the blind, particularly in view of what we've been reading in Luke's Gospel, because there was this law, you know, that people with the lame and the blind couldn't go into the temple in Jerusalem. And Jesus comes with this radical message saying, I have come for the lame and the blind.
Wow.
Suddenly, doors that were closed are opened.
It is amazing, isn't it? Because sometimes when you put these Bible readings into the context of the day, they are even more astonishing.
Oh yeah, the depth of them is amazing. Yeah, as you say, I've never really seen that before, the lame and the blind. And then Jesus talks about being lame for the lame and the blind. Yeah.
Because when you read it today, you kind of go, well, why wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Of course you would. But of course, back then it was really something startling.
And they built David a house.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice wooden tree.
Does that mean it doesn't mean the beginning of the temple?
No, this is definitely a palace.
This is
a palace for David.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Because that's the next,
one of the next stages is building the temple.
Building the temple.
So David is the one that builds the kind of the famous temple.
No. Solomon builds that.
Solomon. Oh, that was just David's son. Right. Okay.
That's all still to come.
Okay.
But anyway, he has this house.
Yeah.
Right, so that's very
nice place to live.
Tyre.
And then we move on to Act 7, and Act
This is
7,
really interesting.
Act 7, this is basically Stephen, who's been arrested. He's in front on trial basically for his life. His face shines like an angel, and he now begins a very long speech, and this is only half of it, the first part of it, in which he recounts the history of the people of God, the people of Israel.
And this is bizarre because the last thing we read yesterday in Act 6 was he had a face like an angel.
That's right.
So they're sitting there waiting for his reply. He's supposed to be defending himself, isn't he? He's got a bunch of accusations.
He's defending himself, but he does it by
giving them this story.
We'll discover what it is,
right?
How he develops it tomorrow.
And it's very interesting because he gives a sort of a quite interesting here. It says in his response, Stephen gave a panorama of the Old Testament. He's actually emphasising some things in Jewish history they may not have considered. That God never confined himself to one place like a temple.
That's the point. That God was never trapped to one place.
His descendants would be resident aliens
Right.
in a country belonging to others. So interesting, isn't it?
That is interesting.
Yeah. You think of Jews
And
in the world as well, who often, never really had their own place.
And it is quite, because actually sort of, some of the points he made in the story, fun enough, seem like the things that we go to in those stories. What struck me is that he's giving this panorama to people then who may not quite have seen the stories in this way. They may have emphasised different things.
For us, it's incredibly useful having this panorama of, if you haven't read through the Old Testament.
Yes.
A sort of
This is
Crazy.
Don't worry. Read Luke. Read Acts chapter 7.
It's
right.
a crazy of it, it's very
And sort of begins to put the punches in tomorrow.
Right.
The second half of the sermon.
Okay. And then
This is just preparing. This is sort of the first half of his sermon leading up to the points.
And then doesn't he at some point, I'm cribbing here from an excellent commentary on this passage actually, in the enduringworld.com, which actually is very useful. But doesn't he at some point, he then goes on to talk in one of the later books, actually talks to the believers, right? Does that come next? Okay, then I've got that wrong. But anyway.
I don't think so. I don't think
Because
I
it's about to be,
Anyway, we've got to wait for tomorrow.
Wait.
Tomorrow.
Don't get ahead of
Wait for
ourselves.
tomorrow.
Yeah. We had one question actually, which I just noticed pop up. Hang on, from Fira. She said, going back to the Old Testament, why would David hate the blind and the lame? Good question.
Well, there was a little bit in the theology at the time that if you were blind or lame, then you were to a degree under punishment from God, or there was some degree of, and in fact we still get that echoes of people saying that things to Jesus, and Jesus actually turns that right round on its head.
Right.
When he says, actually, I've come for the lame, the blind, the poor, the oppressed. I've come for those people, the paralysed. I've come for them. So I've come for the outcast.
So again, a sort of representation of the Old Testament and the New Testament. So Jesus turning everything on its head with these new ideas.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There we go, Fiona. Thanks for the.
Thank you, Vera. And if you want to join into our morning prayer chat, please do let us know and we can add you to the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
Bless you. Have a wonderful day and
nice to see you.
nice to see you.
Yeah.
Nice to see you.
Enjoy the last few
Very
days of
nice.
August.
Very nice.
Bye.
Bye.